morning, kids. What time is it?
Who is going to be the new Batman writer over at DC Comics? Is a question I've been asking myself for the last couple months, ever since they announced the end of Chip Zdarsky's run. And now we have it. They just announced it, Matt Fraction. It's a name I would not have thought of for them to bring up for Batman, simply because I haven't really heard him being associated with any kind of comics lately. I believe the last ongoing series he did was over 10 years ago with Hawkeye. I'm sure he's done other things since then, but maybe in some kind of limited miniseries or anything like that. But I had not heard his name come up with any kind of like project or anything like that. So that was kind of a surprise. So we'll see what we get. The good news is that we are keeping Jorge Jimenez as the artist, which means this title will at least look good, because Jimenez's art is great. It's good. Sometimes it's spectacular. As you can see from the pictures here, and more to come. We have some more shots here of his art, and like I said, at the very least, I'm going to give this a try. This title a try, because the art is going to look great. What we'll get out of the story, I don't know. It's Matt Fraction, so we'll see. At the very least, I'm hoping for just a fresh perspective. Let's see what the announcement says. Matt Fraction, Jorge Jimenez usher in a new era of Batman #1. Now, this I'm not too keen about. The fact that they always have to bring up, not always, but they have to start with a new Batman #1. They could have just kept the numbering with the new creative team. You don't have to go back to #1. Starting a title with #1 to me is more like a gimmick to try to get people to buy it. But with Batman, you shouldn't be trying gimmicks. Just do some good writing, good art, and people will buy it. It's Batman. Let's see. DC Comics has announced a bold new era for Batman, featuring a new Batmobile, a fresh Gotham City aesthetic, and the return of Batman's classic blue and gray costume. I like that. This comes from IPTcomics.com. The writer is David Brooke. DC Comics has revealed new series that are part of their Summer of Superman today, as well as the new Batman creative team. Starting in September, Matt Fraction will be taking over writing duties with Batman #1, with Jorge Jimenez on art. So it's starting September, because the next 6 months we're going to get a 6-issue storyline with Hush. It's like the sequel to the original Hush storyline arc with Jim Lee and I can't think of his name right now, but the original team that did the Hush storyline. I'll try to think of it in a minute. And so that's going to be the next 6 months. In September, Jeff Loeb, sorry. So next six issues of Batman is going to be Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee reuniting to do a Hush, I guess, sequel or to their original Hush story. And then in September, then we're going to get a new Batman #1 with Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez. Fraction told retailers in person at Comics Pro how excited he is about the project. Let's see what he says here. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Batman. It was the first comic I ever read. Jorge and I have a very superhero forward kind of take on Batman. We've got a new Batmobile, we've got a new costume, we've got new characters, and we got a lot of old ones too, good and bad. All the stuff that makes Batman the coolest character in comics. We want to celebrate it all. I love everything he's saying here. Whether it's going to come out as good stories, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I love everything he's going to say. What he's saying here. Fresh new take on it. New costume, new Batmobile. Hopefully it'll be quite a different direction. I wasn't very happy with the previous one with Chip Zdarsky. I didn't like a lot of his stuff that he did with Batman. So I'm really hoping Matt Fraction will do well, at least for a while. Let's see. As a DC artist, I have to say that this is something I've always dreamed of, and getting to do it alongside someone as amazing and talented as Matt is just incredible for me, said Jimenez. As for my work on Batman, the artistic side, I've poured years of hard work into this series. Over time, I've had to adapt to different styles and paces alongside James and Chip. That means James Tynion's run and Chip Zdarsky. Learning and enjoying every step of the way, I've explored Gotham City from multiple angles, but more importantly, I've gradually built up more and more artistic tools that have led me to the current synthesis of my style. I can't say enough about Jorge Jimenez's art. With Batman, he's been great. He just has really good, just a great style. His art is spectacular, and it's just a much better book when the art is so good, along with the story. And he's been doing so well with Batman. Here we have some images of with the costume that they're going with. I love it. This will mark Batman #1 as only the 4th renumbering for DC's Batman comic book series in the title's 85-year history as of September 2025 with the new #1 launch. Not, like I said, I'm not too keen on that. Wish they would have just kept the old numbering. Wish they would just go back to the original numbering, actually. Under Fraction and Jimenez, Batman will have a new blue and gray costume and a new Batmobile. The new series will usher in a new look for Gotham City. I like the way they're saying new of everything. That's good. We want a fresh new direction, much different than what we've seen recently. That I didn't like at all. For this new chapter, we're crafting a revamped aesthetic, bringing back Batman's blue suit in a definitive way, said Jimenez. It's a small shift meant to feel both classic and fresh, subtly evolving while staying true to the original design we've used in recent years. At the same time, I'm working on Gotham City's visual identity, giving it a fresh approach that sets it apart from my previous takes. I'm aiming for a slight pop influence, something that subtly nods to classic stories while keeping the dark and ominous feel of contemporary Batman. All right, so I like what they're saying. So far, so good. Part of the reason Batman has lasted as long as and has resonated as loudly as he has as a character is that he's incredibly resilient. True, he can be all kinds of things to all different people, all at the same time, whether that's in the comics or animation or the movies. But right on, very true. I like what he. I'm not sure how good his stories are going to be, but he's saying all the right words. So some of this art, all right, some of this great. This is what I'm talking about. It's just. The art by Jorge Jimenez just jumped right out you. It's like so realistic, and it's just a beauty to look at. And like I said, at the very least, this book is going to look great. I just hope that Fraction can bring a fresh new take and something something original. I know that's hard to say. It's like when the characters had an 85-year history, it's hard to be original, but at least very different than what DC has been doing with this character over the last couple of years. There's the symbol there. Okay, that's it. So Matt Fraction, Jorge Jimenez, September, Batman #1. Definitely going to check it out. Like I said, just for the art alone, I'll check it out. And I'm really hoping it'll be, really good stories that Matt Fraction is going to give us, at least for quite a while, a few years. It's going to be an ongoing, so I'm hoping this team will stay together and do some great stuff with Batman. Let me know in the comments what you think. We still have the Hush storyline for the next 6 months, but it's September, come the fall of 2025. Here we have Batman #1, Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez. Let me know what you think in the comments. You think you're gonna like Matt Fraction's writing? What have you read from him that you liked or maybe not liked? And that's it for me, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching GeekTime TV. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, make sure to check the little bell icon anytime someone from our network drops new content here. Want some Geek Time swag? Check out the merchandise available in the Geek Time TV store, linked in the channel description below. Share Geek Time TV with friends, and as always, thank you for your support. We'll see you soon.